Santa, I baked you cookies. Did you have any?
Well, no, Buffy, not yet. Buffy took Santa's hand. Here, I'll show you. Buffy led Santa downstairs to the cookie plate and Isaac followed. Santa graciously took a bite of the best cookie he had bitten in all of this Christmas Eve.
Santa?
Yes, Buffy?
Why can't I see you? Aren't you supposed to be invisible?
Well, you see, Buffy, I made myself uninvisible to meet you, and that's why I'm here without my bag of presents. I came here because everyone needs your help to save Christmas.
Wow, really?
That's right, and...
Well, why didn't you say something sooner, Santa? Let's go. You can have cookies later.
Good idea, Buffy.
Santa, so how do we know how to save Christmas?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. You see, Rudolph is in trouble.
Oh, no, not Rudolph.
Oh, I'm afraid so, and that's why I need your help. You see, in the North Pole, we all know how much you love Rudolph, and in fact, we all call you the greatest explorer in all the lands of St. Augustine. And if you combine Isaac and yours Christmas cheer together with some ingredients only you know how to get, well, then you can bake Rudolph the super special Christmas dinner pie that he missed before we left tonight, so he can get his magic meter maxed out and his nose can glow all night long through all the storms to every house with presents for everyone. So let's get our shoes and hats on. We've got work to do. Buffy and Isaac bundled up and walked Santa out the front door. There's someone I'd like you kids to
Rudolph!
Buffy exclaimed.
I can't believe it's really you!
She ran to give him a big hug. Isaac jumped up and down, clapping with joy, then proceeded to bust out a breakdance move known as the six step. Hello, children. Oh, how happy I am to see you. Santa has told me all about you both, and I need your help to get my magic back. Because, well, you see, last night during the special reindeer Christmas Eve feast, I was frolicking with my elf friends and I missed the dinner bell. And now my magic is so low, my nose has lost its guiding glow. You two are the only ones who can help.
Rudolph?
Buffy giggled.
Of course we can help. Let's go.
Okay, Buffy, Santa said. You lead the way. The first ingredient we need is a lot of limes. We need the power of fresh citrus for his alertness. Do you know possibly where we could find a whole lime tree? Buffy smiled and grabbed her scooter.
This way. Wait.
Buffy looked both ways.
Okay.
She zoomed off and boy is she fast. Santa jogged behind trying to keep up. Baby Isaac did a 360 under Rudolph's back and they galloped behind. Shortly after, Buffy stopped.
We're here.
Rudolph stood up on his back legs, ecstatic with surprise. A whole lime tree! Santa, do you see this? It's perfect! It's just like the one in the North Pole! Yes, the North Pole has tropical zones, but that's another story. Santa pulled out his lunch bag that previously contained all that food. Now only has 2 candy canes, 3 cookies, a sub wrapper. Ho ho ho, so I was hungry. Santa handed Buffy and Isaac each a candy cane.
Whoa, Santa. Those candy canes look different than the ones we're used to.
Well, that's very perceptive, Buffy. You see, Mrs. Claus makes these candy canes by hand. It's her secret family recipe, passed down from her mother and her mother before her and
from her mother before her and her mother before her.
And so on and, well, since before time was recorded, let's just say. Isaac's eyes twinkle, looking in awe of this 2.5-pound candy cane the size of his arm. Its colors are brilliant, spun in perfect clockwise strands, vibrating from warm to cool, to black, white, silver, to gold, and back again. There even appeared to be colors undescribable by language itself. Colors never seen by the human eye. Dare I say magic colors. There was even a strand of color smack dab in the middle of them all that seemed to be made of pure light itself, illuminating the night like the lantern of a lost traveler. There's only one catch, though. You can't eat them until Christmas morning.
Okay, I promise, Santa,
said Buffy. Isaac nodded his head, then jumped off of Rudolph and gave Santa a high five. Now that I've got room in my lunch bag, we can gather ingredients in it. We need 25 of the best limes on the tree. Buffy picked 22 very swiftly, and Isaac presented the final 3. All were perfect specimens. Now that we have the flavorful lime juice for the pie and the zest for the crust, we need what every great pie crust needs: flour. And I heard you know where all the best flowers are, Buffy.
Okay, next spot.
And she zoomed through the neighborhood, picking all of her favorite flowers from all of her favorite spots, talking to all of her animal friends along the way. Santa, alongside Rudolph with Isaac riding on his back, happily trailed behind, leaving it in the extremely capable hands of Buffy, who knew all the best shortcuts. And when she had gathered all she could carry, she asked Santa,
"Do these work?"
Santa looked at the collection merrily. Ho, 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 why, they're perfect, in fact. You've somehow gathered another ingredient without me even telling you. Acorns!
Yeah, Santa. Isaac and Isaac, my hawk friends, said they saw Rudolph under the tree and thought he might be hungry.
Indeed, now we only need 3 more ingredients and we're making great time. Next, we need freshly laid chicken eggs.
I know,
Buffy said.
You guys wait here. I'll be right back.
And before Isaac could say nutcracker, Buffy was back with a carton of eggs from the local farm where her mom gets all their delicious food.
What's next?
Buffy asked Santa, ready to explore the land and fill the lunch sack with the final ingredients. Well, Buffy, all that's left is sea salt from the ocean, milk that was left out for Santa, blessed by the cheer of a true believer, and the final secret, most magical ingredient, which we might need a miracle to find. Buffy thought.
Am I a true believer?
Why, of course you are. Why do you think I chose you for this most important mission of tremendous magnitude?
Oh, in that case, we have the milk at home.
Perfect. To the sea salt. The ocean we go.
Wait, Santa, you're silly. We can't cook with ocean water. We need salt from the ocean with the water dried out of it. We get that from seashells and coral, and I know where the biggest ones are. And they're in a super secret spot by the skate park.
They zigzagged very fast but also very cautiously through the neighborhood and took some shortcuts and got to the skate park. When they got there, Buffy took Santa by the hand and showed him the massive collection of sea treasures she stumbled on a previous adventure with her dad. And since, she's been adding to it after every surf or skate session. They brushed all the necessary sea salt from the collection of shells and coral and left the rest of the structure untouched. Upon walking back to the park, they saw Rudolph on top of the quarter pipe cheering on baby Isaac as he lands a butter 360 flip on the bank and rides away manual, flipping on a pair of Oakleys. Isaac, where did you get those sweet shades? Well, it's amazing, gang. We're only one single extremely rare, radically magical, all but extinct ingredient from gathering them all. Oh boy, do I hope you can find it.
Well, what is the last ingredient, Santa?
Buffy asked. First things first, we're gonna need to find a pirate ship, and it's certainly not the old days. I remember a time when there was as many pirate ships parked on this beach as there are Toyotas, Jeeps, and Lexuses. Isaac pulls on Buffy's arm with his eyes opened as far as they open and nods his head as if telling his big sister something without telling her.
Oh, yeah, Isaac, of course. Santa, I know where all the pirates sail. They cross at Mom's drawbridge.
Santa and Rudolph jumped around with glee, for a miracle was afoot indeed. Santa knew they would have to cross a big road, so with the sprinkle of his magic glitter, he turned Buffy's scooter into a dune buggy and strapped Isaac in his car seat and buckled the seatbelt for Buffy in a custom neon big girl booster. Rudolph jumped in the front seat, Santa in the driver's. Hold on tight. Just like that, they arrived in Mamam's neighborhood. Buffy jumped out.
Hurry, they are right here, almost at the drawbridge.
They quickly ran to the bridge. Okay, kids, jump on Santa's back, and when I say the code word, figgy pudding, start caroling as loud as you can. He sprinkled more magic dust, this time making them all invisible. Ho ho, here we go! Santa leapt over the bridge's barrier with the kids on his back, and as they fell, a wrapping paper parachute popped out and floated them down safely, landing them on the deck of the pirate ship. They jumped off his back, and then he sprinkled a little bit more magic dust to make them all visible again, only to be greeted on arrival by the fierce Captain Pinkbeard. Yar, and who do we have here? It is I, Santa of the North, and my two little helpers to bring you Christmas cheer. Yar, bah, humbug, off the plank. Figgy pudding! Buffy belts out in perfect pitch.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle around the clock.
You see, nothing raises Christmas spirit more than caroling. And Santa knew from Pinkbeard's days on Broadway that even hardened by the yo-ho life of a pirate, there was still some yo-ho-ho left deep down inside. And it was working. A slight bop was taking over Pinkbeard's stiff demeanor. A tiny tap was starting from his wooden leg. That's right, Santa said as he began to hand drum on a powder keg. It's really working. Santa adds a bassy undertone to Buffy's sweet sonic symphony, and instantaneously, Pinkbeard hits a soprano harmony. And Isaac jumps in the middle of the circle, and with one swift motion, whirlwinds into a headspin. Pops out into a backspin. Turtle shell. All the pirates beneath the deck emerge. Their eyes, how they twinkled. Their dimples so merry. The pipes they all smoked were all blazing and cherried. Vibes so high, not even a visit from the ghost of Jacob Marley could be scary. Such fun in a moment. A party was started. But our friends had plans which needed be regarded. Come ye, come all, for quest we embark, for seas we must part. Santa spoke a bit of pirate speak, especially when live at sea. So raise up ye cups, for magic shell filleth, a whore me sworn swilleth, down a gullet we spilleth. Amazingly, wooden mugs full of the finest Caribbean spiced rum eggnog appeared in the hands of the first mate, the swine wranglers, the cannon bloomers, the gutter mop brigade, the crow's nest flyers, every deckhand, the cook, the mayor, the blacksmith, the wooks, the gremlins, the prisoners, and even the rats. And two for the captain, Pinkbeard the Jolly. They all gulped with glee. Arr, Santa, how can we help ye? Up until this point, not even Rudolph or Buffy knew exactly what ingredients the pirates could possibly have to complete Rudolph's magic Christmas pie. Well, you see, we boarded ye vessel on the eve of Christmas because I am in dire need of a rare mushroom forage from the pines of the north that got here by sea. The Amanita muscara. I've heard tale of elven trades with the like of such classy gentlemen as ye selves. It may be a bird's eye musket shot by torchlight, but yar, it's our only shot to save Christmas for all, Santa said to Pinkbeard. I do in fact have a booty chest. It's an antique, taken in siege, after a tragic mutiny that ye started, and it may have been petty of ye, but alas, I do believe our old captain rests in peace is.
But don't you know?
Our old captain used to chew that old mushroom for visions of which direction to sail out of storm or to find port or something like that. Ye never fully understood, for ye got ye ale, and in ale we rust, spewed Pinkbeard. Oh, glorious! Yar, this ways, Captain Kris Kringle the Flyer. Santa was surprised he hadn't gone by that nom de plume since the old days. So you've heard. We all know ye tales and are happy to help. Here ye go. Pinkbeard pulled out a tarnished golden box from the treasure chest. I believe this is what ye looking for. Santa opened the box and light illuminated the captain's chambers. Praise be, and thank you so much. You've just made the nice list, Captain Pinkbeard. Just then, Santa pulled out from his red Carhartt a shiny new telescope, a bag of wooden legs, and a satellite navigating parrot named Yarman. For every pirate needs a parrot, and before Pinkbeard could shake Santa's hand, the gang had disappeared off the ship, and with another sprinkle of magic dust, reappeared on the shore where Rudolph was waiting. His magic now so low, he had to take a nap to save his energy. Isaac ran up and tapped Rudolph on his antlers.
We have all the ingredients now, Rudolph.
Buffy said, and Santa zoomed them all home so Buffy could bake the pie. In the kitchen, Isaac cracks an egg and adds it to the mix. Buffy is squeezing limes and Santa is measuring the milk, flowers, and sea salt. The oven dings.
Okay, almost ready to go in.
Buffy tells everyone. Rudolph is anxiously sitting at the table. Isaac runs in and sets it the way my mom showed him.
Santa, this is gonna take a while to bake.
Buffy says as she places the pie in the oven.
Are you sure we have time to save Christmas?
Buffy closes the oven. Well, of course, Buffy, said Santa. Check the oven now.
Ha ha, you're silly, Santa. I just put it in.
I'll give you an extra special present if you indulge me and just check to see if it's done yet.
Okay, Santa, but only 'cause you said I get an extra special present. But that's gonna be joke's on you because I'm a really, really good baker, and I know how long it takes to bake muffins, cakes, cookies, and even pies.
Buffy smiled big, squinching her cheeks up to her eyes as if she was about to show Santa she was the best baker in all the land. And what to her eyes did appear?
Oh my gosh, Santa, it's actually done. Whoa, that was a cool trick, Santa.
For Buffy knew her calculations were right and that Santa must have indeed used some kind of Christmas magic to cook the pie in a matter of seconds. Still, she wondered, while cutting the pie into 8 pieces for Rudolph, what her super cool extra special Christmas present was gonna be. Voila, Rudolph, your magic Christmas Eve delicious pre-flight dinner is served, Santa said. Isaac plated the pie and garnished it with some bark from the live oak, a crayon, and a scoop of organic Amish butter. Santa served it and Rudolph ate it all in a matter of seconds. Saved one bite for Santa, of course, just in case he needed a boost of some extra magic. Isaac Superman flew across the room and crash-landed on bended knee with his elbow on his thigh, perpendicular and directly in front of him, clenching his fist. A power burst of energy booms behind him. Rudolph stands up from the table. It worked! The whole house was lit.
Wow,
Said Buff.
it's so bright.
Oh, sorry, high beams. Rudolph clicked it down to the running light. Oh, okay, we haven't time to waste. We must regroup and rally up the other reindeer. Santa led Buffy and Isaac and Rudolph out the driveway where they then turned Buffy's skateboard into a reindeer-drawn carriage. Rudolph, now that your magic is fully restored, you can fly us toward the lighthouse. Get on, kids! With Rudolph single-handedly pulling the carriage into flight, Santa readied the passengers and buckled their sleigh belts. He hugged the old oak tree and said the magic words, Figgy Pudding! And to the sky they took flight. In a moment after a joyride, they approached the lighthouse.
Oh my gosh,
Said Buffy.
Mommy and Mom always take me to the Christmas lights at the lighthouse, but I've never seen them like this.
Rudolph circled it a few times up and down while they soaked in every second. On Santa's signal, they landed and hopped off, walking to the beach. Isaac tugged on Santa's coat and pointed to the ocean. It's Dancer and Prancer! They're surfing! Catching tubes! What in good jolly old light tree? Comet! Hey, put that endangered turtle dove down! You know there's a no-pet policy during flights. Besides, he needs to be seaside. Cupid, Vixen, stop making friends with those alligators. They don't want to play frisbee. I promise. Donder, Blitzen, are you just gonna lay by the fire looking at stars, thinking about the meaning of life all night while our pack runs amok on the beach? Come on, Pack, saddle up. We have work to do. And Dasher, wake up. Really? A food coma? Let me guess. Too many mahi-mahi UFOs. Yep, you broke into the Burrito Works kitchen again, didn't you? What? And comforters from Mango Mangoes? Did you at least save me some? Okay, I'm serious. We have to get back up in the sky and fast. Look! Buffy rides in on Rudolph with his nose at full glow.
Gotcha, guys.
Buffy laughs, her cheeks glowing with Christmas magic. Isaac does a backflip and lands on one foot, his pants sagging like his uncle's, and he laughs along with his big sister.
Whoa, Isaac, when did you learn to do that?
Isaac giggles and shrugs his shoulders. Too crazy, too crazy, too crazy, he says, shaking his head in amazement of the evening. Buffy turns to hug Santa and gives him a big one. She opens her eyes and she is somehow back in her bed? Baby Isaac's still shaking his head. Too crazy.
But Isaac, where did Santa and Rudolph and Dasher and Dancer and that crazy looking rocket sleigh and the big bag of presents and the pie and the pirates and everything, where did it go?
Sleigh bells ring in the distance. Isaac busts out into the robot while beatboxing.
Too crazy.
Buffy looks out the window to a trail of stardust. And to all a good night. And to all a good night, she whispered back. An hour or so later, they woke as the sun beamed the beach.
Present time!
Shot out of bed and downstairs by the Christmas tree in a flash. Their eyes all aglow with presents galore, pancakes, eggs, stockings, and more. All the while they wondered, was it real, was it sure, was it all a dream? Did they just read Christmas words in magazines? Took life in their sleep, what did it mean? Will they ever know? They opened their gifts, was just what they wanted. Buffy and Isaac, Mom and Dad, was joyous for all, and for all fun was had. When they opened their stockings and got to the bottom,
No way, for real?
'twas a prize they'd forgotten. Handled with care, they each pulled from their stockings, and don't ask me where, handmade candy canes weighing 2.5 pounds from what seemed like thin air that they didn't even know would be there. The shock and surprise was seen on the eyes of Mom and of Dad. Confused, they said, "So much sugar, why?" Buffy and Isaac just smile, for now that they know it was all very real, and on the faces of every girl and boy it'd show how Christmas was saved by Buffy and her bro. Okay, who's ready? Let's hop in our van, to Mom's we go, Mom said. They opened the garage door, but what could it be? A brand new bicycle! The note read, "To the one, the only Buffy. You saved the night, you saved the day. The magic pie you baked gave Rudolph the magic to light the way. Love, Santa." And Rudolph.